guys? Hooligan Gaming here, and today what I'm going to be doing is a video on the Arena Wars. Now, I'm going to be doing basically a pros and cons video, and this is going to be saying what I think, you know, was good and what was negative. So yeah, so let's just get straight into this video starting off. We'll start off with the pros. Start it off on a nice positive vibe, and there's a lot more pros than cons, so let's get the pros out the way. So they added the 350Z, which is a tuner, which is a pro. There's also cons to this car, but we'll get into the cons later on. We're not going to just get into the cons now, but yes, they added the tuner to the 350Z, which has been a highly anticipated car. That's a pro. Another pro is you can now wheelie with any muscle car. This is huge. It makes muscle cars a lot more useful sometimes in races if you wheelie properly, because they gain extra speed off takeoff. So if you wheelie properly, it can be used to a great advantage. So yeah, so that's another thing. Any muscle car, any car in a muscle car class can wheelie. I think that is a major pro. I think this would have been cool ages ago, but I think the fact that they just hit us with this DLC out of nowhere, and it is as good as it, you know, it ended up being. I think the whole wheelie thing, I mean everything. Wow, that's like a major. That's like, wow, like everyone's been wanting that for a long ass time, and we finally got it now. We could finally wheelie in muscle cars. Now they could have probably made the wheeling a little bit better or whatever, but it's Rockstar. I'm just glad they put it in, and it's really not bad. They, like I said, it could give a lot of cars speed advantages. You just gotta, it's unpredictable is the only thing I'm saying. So like launching and stuff, you might get a perfect one, and then you might go 10 times without a perfect one. It just all depends, but still, nevertheless, you know what I mean, it's still great. Moving on from the wheelies, they added NOS, nitrous, N2O, but I call it NOS because it's a brand that's very popular and does it, so I like calling it NOS. It just sounds cool too. NOS, they added NOS to the game, only for a few cars, which sucks, but they still added it, so I'm really not going to complain. I've had a lot of fun using the NOS, and so yeah, they added NOS, which is a major thing. It's a lot of fun. Now, a lot of people don't understand, like, the different. Whoa, that was a crazy roll right there. A lot of people don't understand the difference between NOS and the rocket boost that's already in the game. NOS is a whole different thing. It just makes the engine start moving faster. Now, I'm a car guy, but I don't know a lot about cars, like, you know, about like engine-wise and stuff. So I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I know you can pick different horsepower shots. And it basically makes the engine work faster while it's moving. It goes into like the cylinders or something like that, I believe. But yeah, whereas the rocket boost is just a big ass rocket on the back of the car that makes it, you know, go quicker, or you know what I mean, makes it go. So that's why people are complaining like, oh, the complete stop, it just shoots out your exhaust. Yeah, but that's for a reason. So yeah, that's a big pro right there. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that they added the NOS. Another cool thing they added was these new weaponized vehicles. Now they're fun to drive, and the reason I like them so much is they're not super OP like the you know, like the Oppressor, so overpowered. These aren't like that, but they're fun is what I like about them. Now, we still have the trash-ass Oppressor in the game, so there's no getting rid of that, sadly. Too bad. They can't just refund everyone and take the damn trash thing out the game. But, it is what it is. Anyways, though, that is pretty much it for the pros. I covered them all. I think the new vehicles are amazing, though. Definitely a pro. And now let's get into the cons. The cons. This DLC is expensive. Like, very, very expensive. I mean, wow, if you don't have money, I feel bad. You can't buy anything. I mean, some of the clothes, they added some clothes, like the Republican Space Ranger outfit and stuff, which I would have listed as a pro, because I know a lot of people, damn it, I know a lot of people had to actually mod them into the game on their account before, instead of, you know, but now we can just purchase it. But no, it's like $200,000 or $300,000. So it's still like, okay, so you could buy it legitly now, but then they charge a whole damn a whole bank for it. I don't know how. I don't know what. Well, I couldn't find something to compare it to. That's definitely a con, how much it costs. So that's why it's not a pro. I mean, if you're not a rich person, you're going to be spending all your money just doing that, just buying that. So yeah, definitely that sucks. As far as again with money, as far as the cars go to customized, those are so expensive. I mean, wow, are they expensive. The new cars are just mad expensive, especially with the upgrades and stuff. I mean, damn, you could spend, 6-7 million on one car. It's like the most we've ever had. If you fully max it out with everything, it's nuts. So yeah, that's another thing, and more money. Another con is, so this is a pro, but it's also a con, and it's more of a con because I'll get into my reasoning. So they took double clutching away. Bam, that's a pro, but I didn't put it on pros because cars like the Toyota Supra and the Vapid Ellie, which is a GT500, the Shelby, cars like that were added in after hours and stuff, or before that, you know what I mean, all the cars with the speed restrictions still have them. So now they quit their speed restrictions, and now we just have regular cars. You can double clutch them. They don't have the little thing where bumps make them go slower instead of quicker, but yet the old ones still have it. So that didn't help. It would have been such a pro. They added wheelies. They could have totally fixed the Supra, made it even better than it is. I mean, that would have been amazing, but they didn't. They just didn't. So it's definitely a con. They kind of teased us. Oh, all the new cars can double clutch, but the old ones that we screwed up on can't. I mean, they went back and did wheelies, so why not? So yeah. I almost forgot this. A pro is they did take down the mechanic time to, I believe, 2 minutes. Forgot to say that about the pros. I forgot to put that on my list. So yeah, definitely, if going back, I know we're already on cons, but on a pro, you can now call for your car. It's a lot easier. They could have made it shorter, but now this is the con. The con to this to the lower wait time is, why didn't they just take it out? They easily could have taken the wait times out. I mean, motorcycle clubs, etc., those do not need wait times. You know what I mean? And they don't have wait times. So why did they just lower it? They could have lowered the time ages ago, but they didn't. But instead of just taking it all out, period. I mean, I used to think they had wait times for vehicles in case money glitches or something, but at this point with the MC Club, I don't think that's the case. So that's a con that they didn't fully take it out and tease us again. Another con is, I think this DLC is amazing. I think it made some quality life changes, but a con to it is, this is what we waited 6 months for. I think this DLC is really fun, but it is in the end just a bunch of weaponized vehicles. We waited 6 months. This is such a con because we waited 6 months. We could have got mansions or anything, and Rockstar really chose to give us this. Now I love it. It's like a Twisted Metal game, Death Race movie mix. I think the DLC itself is a cool DLC. I think, you know what I mean, the idea, and I like it. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna be adding a space stalker here soon and whatnot, but these vehicles are mad expensive, and I just feel like I would have rather had mansions in a way. I mean, I don't know. I guess in a way that this was like a mainly vehicle focused DLC. That's it. So this DLC is probably the reason why that we could wheelie and stuff. So if mansions came, we might not be able to. But I'm still going with my things and with my instincts. I just think mansions, like a nice new rich update, would be cool. I remember Elgotten Games, grinding, being like rich, lavish. In Elgotten Games, it was like drive around the 10 mil helicopter when it was brand new. Let everyone know that, damn, I just spent 10 mil on this. You know what I mean? Same with the 5 mil helicopter. And the new cars were cool, but I mean, it was like a lavish living DLC. And I think they added the stilt houses, or was that in Elgotten Games too? I forget. But anyways, they added stilt houses that you could buy, and they were both like rich things. They had the 30K jackets. It was like, oh, I'm gonna show off my wealth. And this now we're back to like the war, and we've got back-to-back war DLCs with different things like Pressure Mark IIs and, you know, all kind of weaponized vehicles. And I think these ones definitely raise the bar. I think these are some really cool and nice vehicles, and I think they're different from all the other weaponized ones. I mean, with the spikes and everything, and, you know, the guns are mounted on them, like where they're at type deal. I don't know how to explain it, but I think the Death Race theme is definitely cool, but I would love to see mansions or something along those lines. But yeah, overall, I think there's way more pros than cons, I think. I know it probably seems like I said a lot of cons, which there is a good bit, but there's a lot of pros that I'm not mentioning as well. There's so many pros. I think this DLC is one of the most fun DLCs ever. So when I knock it and say, oh, well, I would have loved to have mansions instead, I'm not saying this DLC is not fun. Actually, like, when Nightclub dropped, I swear, I bought a Nightclub and I was bored right after it. It did not, the Nightclub DLC was the worst DLC. It did not really keep me on GTA that long. It kept me on for like 3 days, and then I got bored and went to a different game. This DLC's actually been keeping me on GTA, having fun with the wheelies, racing. I love that it's a racing type, sort of race themed DLC. In a way, with the NOS and stuff, you can have some fun. But yeah, this DLC is definitely the most fun DLC, I think, that I enjoyed. And you know, to be honest with you though, I don't think it was like just because of what the DLC was though. I think like usually, right, they hit us up a month ahead or something, or a couple weeks ahead with a trailer, and then they're like, haha, this DLC's coming, be prepared for the things that hit Los Santos, you know, or whatever. And the Nightclub, it was like, alright, so you already got all that, like, kind of, you're like, alright, I know it's coming, you know, maybe a few little thingies won't be in the trailer that'll come, but for the most part, you usually would know exactly what's coming to the game. Whereas, like, you know, I mean, whereas this DLC, they popped it out of nowhere. Not gonna lie, they really did. They popped it out of nowhere. So that's the thing about this one. Popping it out of nowhere like that was just wild, you know what I mean? So that, I think it surprised me. I got on GTA and I started seeing loading screens that I never seen about stuff. And at first I'm like, oh, it's just an adversary mode. And then I seen something about buying the new car and I'm like, wait a second. So I got on, I'm like, is there a new DLC? And so yeah, I was, you know what I mean? I was looking and I'm like, wait, what's this arena stuff? I see it's a whole new type. It's not even a business. It's like a, in a way, it's like a gambling on cars. I don't know how to explain it, but the arena, I thought all that was so cool. You know, they added that, and it just surprised me. I started buying all kind of stuff, and hell yeah, I spent all my money. I'm down to 16 million, but damn, was it fun blowing through that money. I ended up doing a lot of trial and errors, buying things, getting to know the DLC. I spent a lot of money I didn't want to. Ended up selling a bunch of the cars and whatnot. But I still had fun with it in the end, and I'm still having fun now. Go and grab a muscle car and do some wheelies and have fun, you know? So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that my final conclusion with this video that's probably going to be 20 minutes long. I do think that this DLC is one of the best ones we've gotten in a long time. I haven't, like, when I got on, you should have seen how hype I was. I was on there literally screaming. I was like, what is this? Like, it was a big change from what we usually get, and I give it that. It was a big change from what Rockstar usually hands us. You know, the NOS, the wheelies, I mean, everything. I was like, wow. I was like, thanks, Rockstar. How do I get myself in these predicaments? Thank God this is like a small car. I think it might actually make it out, you know. Not small, but it's not a big-ass car. But yeah, I think this DLC was great overall. I'm happy with it. I'm very content. They're gonna drip feed more cars, and everything is gonna be good. You know, they're gonna drip feed them, and can't wait. Really can't. I'm gonna take this Dodge Challenger out, pop some wheelies. But yeah, so it's just fun. It really is. have a lot of fun with my friends. I actually have a racing crew, which I'll do a video on that at some point. I'll be like, hey, if you want to join my racing crew, probably like today or tomorrow, I'll post a video saying like, yeah, like, you know, I got this racing crew, here's the name on Social Club, search it up, join it. If you guys want, see, we could always, you know, we could play together and stuff. If you're in my crew, do races, I'm cool with doing. I might make a race playlist and we'll play through the whole thing. You know, it'll be a good race playlist too. Not no, like, you know, I'm not saying that the ones with you know, the jumps and stuff aren't cool, but this will be just a pure skilled. We'll place it on non-contact. We'll have a lot of fun as a crew. But I'll get over on that in the crew video. The race, but it's gonna be a cool racing crew. So if you guys want to join that, we'll definitely get that cracking. But yeah, anyways, this has been your boy Flame. I hope you enjoyed the pros and cons video. Please subscribe and like the video. Peace.